What is happening, YouTube and weight loss warriors? It's your boy C-Dub, and I'm back with another video. Guys, today I'm here in Colonial Williamsburg. This is where I walk. This road here is called Dog Street, and I walk it just about every single day, definitely in the summertime. Today I'm going to bring you on that journey. We're going to talk at the end of it about how long I walked, what my step count was, how many calories I burned, and along the way I'm going to show you some historical things, maybe talk to you about what walking does for me. I hope you enjoy it. I'll catch you right after this. Basically what's going on now, and I wanted to talk briefly about the street. So the street that I'm on is called we call it here locally the Duke of Gloucester Street. We call it Dog Street. It's the Duke of Gloucester Street. But basically it's where everything was happening back in the 1700s in our country. If you can kind of remember your way back history lessons, right down the street from me is Jamestown, within probably 2 miles. And Jamestown's where it all began, obviously. And so Williamsburg is right there where they really started to build the first city of this country. So people here in Williamsburg, what's neat about Duke of Gloucester Street is everything is very historic. You'll see horses going up and down. I'll try to catch one of those for you. You'll see lots of different people dressed in colonial gear working here, trying to talk about what they do, and it makes things interesting. They shoot off cannons and guns and all kinds of cool stuff down the street. And this street is where everything's happening. I do believe a lot of famous people lived in the buildings around here, and everything stayed historic. Some of it actually is even still today the same building it was in the 1700s. So I thought I'd bring you guys a little quick lesson as I go through on the walk. I'm about a quarter of the way done right now. So if I see anything too interesting, I'll let you guys know. I'm just going to pan out and take a half a second to show you the street and what's going on. Here you go. And if you check out way at the end, I might stop up there as well, but that is the Capitol, and that is where, you know, obviously the Capitol would be. So I'll check you guys in a minute. All right, weight loss warriors, I caught him coming the other way. So we're gonna be able to catch him at this intersection. You'll be able to see the horses and kind of see an idea of how people used to ride around. And since we're on the topic, I'm also going to pan out because we're right next to the church down here, and I believe it's the Bruton Parish Church, which is, I don't want to be quoted, you guys can Google it, but I think it's the oldest church in America. So there we are. There's the entrance, and they still have, as you can see right here on the doorway there, they still have church going. People still come and worship at this church to this day. So this church is created, I can take a step back for 1 second. I don't know if it has here. 1674 was when that church was built, and people still go to it today. All right, weight loss warriors, I'm back at the halfway point, Merchant Square. So I wanted to give you guys a quick look at Merchant Square, give you an idea of what's going on. And then we're going to head over to William and Mary. I'm probably not going to show a lot of William and Mary, but I believe it's either the oldest or the second oldest college in this country. I'll look that up and try to let you guys know in the description below. But it's just an historic area, so I'm going to go hit William and Mary up, and then I'll be done with my walk. So I want you to see my homie over here, my homie Thomas Jefferson. And just Merchant Square, this is where all the shopping's going to be done. If you ever come to the greater Williamsburg area, it's where they've got the restaurants. It's where they've got, you know, the cheese shop. Here we go, a loud truck. Where we got the cheese shop, where we've got the candy shop, all the ice cream, all the good stuff you want to do when you're here as a tourist. So this is Merchant Square. That's where it's happening, right next to Dog Street. All right, guys, I'm headed over to William and Mary. I'll catch you later. What is happening, weight loss warriors? So I am definitely at the campus of William and Mary. I was trying to get that little statue, there we go, in behind me. But I walk through William and Mary for a couple of different reasons when I'm out on my daily walks. And the main thing is I could do the historic section twice, but I choose not to do the historic session twice. I come over to William & Mary. It's a nice big loop, but another reason I think that I do come out to William & Mary is because when I was in high school was a struggle. I barely made it through school. It was not my thing. If it wasn't for wrestling, I would have never even graduated. And I graduated, the last thing I was ever going to do was go to college in my brain at that time. And so I did a lot of jobs, from working in a bank to working in a gym to owning my own cage fighting company and having people come from all over the world to fight in my organization. And I did a lot of things, but I could never get my footing the way that I wanted it to. And I did end up going back to school. I ended up graduating from college over probably a 6-year period of time and taking classes, maybe even 8, because I couldn't do it traditionally. I had to do it at night, and I had to take it a class at a time. And it was a pain in the butt, and I ended up not finishing until after I'd already had kids. Both my sons were at my high school graduation. I think I was 32 or 33 years old when I graduated from college with a bachelor's degree in behavioral science. So walking on this campus gives me just an opportunity to think about the things that I may have missed out on being a college kid. I mean, I don't think there's a better life in the world than being a college kid. And I know college isn't for everybody. And this day and age with the debts and the loans and everything, it may not even be the right thing to do. But I know that it's a special time in your life. From 18 to 22, even though I didn't go to college, that was an amazing time in my life, guys. Probably from 18 to 24. And, walking back on this campus gives you a chance to take a minute and remember those things, and while you're clearing your head of your other stuff. So I just wanted to bring you on campus. I'll take you a quick look around real fast at the stadium. So this over here is the stadium where they play football. You can see the schedule. I believe that first game is my high school actually playing on August 21st. So the stadium is there. The alumni house is being rebuilt over here. This place is just an amazing place. I do believe it is one of the oldest colleges in the history of Virginia. So William & Mary, it's a very academic program. So anyways, guys, I just thought I'd bring you in, take you a quick glimpse at where I walk the second half of my walk. So weight loss warriors, your boy is done with his workout. So basically I'm back, one more final stop at Merchant Square to just let you guys know that I finished. I wanted to go over the stats real quick of the workout, so I'm gonna pull those up on my phone. Let me end this thing. All right, so I walked for 108 minutes. My distance was over 3 miles. My pace was about 20 a mile, which is a teeny bit on the slow side. Average heart rate was 107. And let me check my step count, which will take another second. But I ended up getting just about 9,000 steps on this walk. Generally speaking, maintenance for the rest of the day will give me like 13 or so, and I want 15, so I probably will go out on another afternoon walk. I can hear down at the end of the street the drums are getting ready to go, the fife and drum people. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you along. I know this wasn't my typical video. I wanted to tell you guys real quick why it's important to walk. The average right now, it says, let me check out my calorie burn. Sorry about that. My calorie burn for the day right now is right at 400. And so the thought process that people say is 10,000 is around 500. So if we're just going on that marker stone, guys, if you're walking 10,000 and you're burning 500 calories, that allows you to burn 1 pound a week of energy. That doesn't mean you lose a pound, but if you are eating at maintenance, you'll still lose a pound. And if you're eating in a 1 pound deficit or a 500 daily calorie deficit, by walking another pound, you've now dropped 2 pounds a week. So walking is just, it doesn't hurt your body. It gets you out in a beautiful place like this. I'm sure your town has something, that is just as nice. And so you find that place, you walk, you clear your head, you lose the weight, you feel better. And one thing I think too is you begin to build endurance. So you don't have to be out here walking for an hour and 10 minutes like I just did. You can walk for 20 minutes around your neighborhood or 10 minutes around your neighborhood. Start somewhere, get moving, burn some calories. I think it's going to do a lot of stuff for your body, your brain. I think you're going to start feeling better. And I think in this weight loss journey, that's what we all want to do. We all want to get into a place in which we're feeling better, and there's no better place for me to start than walking. And I didn't realize that in the beginning of my journey. For you guys to know, I lost 100 pounds before I even started walking. So, but now there's no other way. There's no other thing for me other than walking. So Guys, I know this isn't a usual video. I know this is different than I normally do. So those of you that hated it, didn't want to follow around, don't care about where I'm from, I apologize. But for those of you people that did want to kind of see something like this, look at historic Williamsburg, maybe even think about coming out here one day. You know, I wanted to make sure you guys saw what it was like on a day-to-day walk for me. And if you want more videos about day-to-day stuff, you can leave me a comment. But I know this channel wasn't built on that, so I'm not expecting to do that. I did want to bring this one to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't a bad deal. As that bus pulls up and the Fifing drum is getting ready down the street, it's getting a little loud, so I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.